Hey guys, here's Izabella Ritz from Ritz Momentum and Wolh with PoWWoW.
I sold my company 2 months ago, 3 months ago to Quartile, and then I want to consult with you, let's say. So I want to be able to pay you right there on the platform. And then I want to take you and put your email in a CRM.
You created agency because you find out about the people's needs. They're very cautious because they don't trust everyone.
It's our duty, it's our responsibility to make sure that you're successful.
Well, to my understanding, you want to go, you want to be better than prosper. But for both of them, what they will be able to find for themselves.
We're going to be walking around. Sellers are going to be walking the floor, having drinks, light food, and just enjoying.
And you guys do an amazing job, just combining everybody together.
We're going to have a $10,000 giveaway for sellers that go to each booth, right? And they.
Hey guys, here's Izabella Ritz from Ritz Momentum and Wolh with PoWWoW. And this cool guy recently. Just tell me, what did you do recently with your super cool company? And I don't want to share all the insights just because I know it. So you can share, what did you do with your mega Amazon business just a couple months ago?
Oh, I didn't even know we were talking about that.
No, why not?
So yes,
we have to start from somewhere, right? Oh my gosh, you can speak Russian?
Говори, for
Oh,
sure.
where did you learn it?
I spent a little time in Ukraine as a camp counselor as a teenager in the summer.
Wow.
So, a little bit.
What part of Ukraine?
It was somewhere by. I was based in Dnipropetrovsk, and then the camp was, I don't know where, far in the country somewhere.
Was it
in the south, I guess?
Was it something like Artek?
It rings a bell, actually.
Yeah, probably, because this is one of the famous camps in Ukraine, and us being kids, we've been always going to all these places. So, oh my gosh, and like you pronounced Dnipropetrovsk, like you've been there, you understand how to pronounce it correctly. It's so impressive.
When I was there, I was able to read a little bit, I really got into the psyche, and I loved it.
Cyrillics. Oh.
I really, I did. Basic.
So if you feel comfortable, we can just switch to Russian, and we can just interview in Russian language.
No problem. Go ahead.
Then we don't have to translate it. Okay. Anyway, let us know. Tell us a little bit about how cool you are and what you've been doing, and then we'll jump into the PoWWoW and understand where is this wow is coming from.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I'm very cool, obviously. No, so I've had a very very boring career for most of my life, and then in the last 7 years or so, I got into the Amazon world, and I built up a PPC agency. That's when I really discovered myself, by the way, because all my life I was doing business, selling products. I never really sold myself to my clients, to my partners. Okay. It was all very abstract because I'm just selling a product. So when you sell a product, you end up sometimes just competing on price, and it's boring. When I started my agency, I started really talking about myself, so I can articulate, who I am. And that's when my life took off, I think. I sold my company 3 months ago to Quartile, which is Quartile is the industry leading agency. They're the biggest company, e-commerce advertising platform. They work with Amazon and Walmart and Shopify, and a lot of very interesting things going on in that company. And a couple of years ago, because I discovered myself and I knew who I was and what I represent, or at least, to some degree, right? Because we don't ever really know ourselves. I started to post a lot of content online. I was using LinkedIn a lot, And I started creating a lot of events, Amazon, and just networking. And then later, a couple of years ago, startups and investing and technology. So very colorful, lots of different things going on. And then I launched my own platform, which is called Bizfluence, which is a challenger to LinkedIn, which is more focused on small business and more focused on productivity and real life functions that you need in your business. It's not all done yet, but the basic core of it, the community of professionals, that's done. So it's a nice platform. You can check it out. So that's my labor of love. That's what I'm doing. Sorry?
I joined your Bizfluence.
Oh,
I'm not there
so that's
on
my
a
labor
daily
of love.
basis.
Like that's where.
How do you think you're going to compete with LinkedIn and yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's an interesting question, right? Obviously, it's hard to compete with big tech. It's like trying to compete with Facebook and Gmail and everyone else. And we're looking at it from a very different lens. We're looking at it as an ecosystem. So, for example, we don't need to compete with LinkedIn. We want to build a very unique platform. So first we compete with Eventbrite, and then with Zoho and ClickUp, and we have all these different little features. Mailchimp, it's not hard to create an email marketing tool that's very simple that most small business people can understand how to use. It's not enterprise level. It's designed for simple people like you and me especially, because I'm a simple person.
I'm a simple person. I cannot live in a hole like some people, but I can go camping and I can use the tent for one night for sure. And I can use, like in Russia, back to Russia, like I was born in a very poor country. It's been Soviet Union. And I was going to my grandma village every summer, like most of Russian and Ukrainian kids been doing. And she never had a shower. She never had the water. So we actually was like going somewhere to take the water from the wheel and coming back, and we've been warming up. And I know how to wash yourself with all this cups, pans, and everything. So I'm simple.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
I lived one summer like that. No bathroom, shower. We use the river mostly. But anyway, so yeah, I believe that small business professionals want simple tools and they want it to work together. So if I meet you, and then I want to consult with you, let's say, so I want to be able to pay you right there on the platform, and then I want to take you and put your email in a CRM. So there's a lot of different tools that really need to work together. So we don't need to compete with LinkedIn. We just have to build tool by tool by tool and have a core community in the middle of it. So, and that community is divided, it's segregated. So you're in the Amazon community, and we want to build that up and have more people there and have more functionality there. It's all about community and then building the functions for the community. So that's my labor of love. That's what I'm invested in. And then my day-to-day business, that's where we transitioned from the agency to business.
So generally speaking,
now we're in a whole new business.
You're matching this perfect representation of entrepreneur who've been and especially Amazon seller. You've been selling, you created agency because you find out about the people's needs. After that, you decided, okay, here's the community going on. And now I know how to sell myself and I actually love it. And then you created genuine. I believe the Bizfluence will become something in the middle of LinkedIn lead generation based on MailChimps and all these emails and Eventbrite, and it will be kind of in Russian language, we can call it symbiosis. It's in English like the symbiosis of everything, where you have everything you need and nothing extra. And I love it. And from there, you actually decided to create PoWWoW, also for the same type of the community where we are going, and Risk Momentum is happy to present. So tell me more, because my community, Russian speaking, they love to join something new. They're very cautious because they don't trust everyone. And as you know, like a lot of people, my generation, they become from 90s and like back to Russia and Ukraine. 90s been terrible. So people been doing business like mafia, and nobody trusted anybody. And this mentality is still there. And people who've been moving to United States after all, even they switched a little bit, but they still hard to trust people, and it's very hard to invite them somewhere unless they will trust someone who will actually let them know that it's cool, you have to be there because it's worth it. How do you think it will be the most beneficial to go to your event for Russian speaking community who've been like usually selling from home, or they have their warehouses and they're in a very, very bubble inside of the bubble, but they always want to learn and they always want to go somewhere. They just want to see something different. And to my understanding, why Ritz Momentum is going to your event, because you guys are different and we trust you. So what are the most benefits for my community will be if they will go and be part of the PoWWoW?
So the first thing they should do, to go back, is they should all join us on the Amazon hub on Bisfluence, because that's free and it doesn't.
Right.
They can stay in their warehouse. But as you can see from my story, which I mean, obviously we said it very quickly, I don't follow like traditional business trends. I follow, you know, my passion, and I follow like responsibility, like my duty. And, you know, to me, I look at something that I am passionate about, and then it becomes my duty to make it successful, and a responsibility. I see like a very strong responsibility. And I did this when I had my agency too. It wasn't about, like, I've had partners over the years that were all about just our responsibility is to make money. And to me, it was, no, if I am doing business with a client, my responsibility is to the client, to their success. And I know naturally that if I'm committed to my client's success, I will be successful. And we probably told this to you at the show as well, you know, talking about as an exhibitor to our show, our first responsibility is to make sure that you get the right, you know, ROI, the right return on, you know, your expenses, you know, on your and it's not only the expenses, it's, you know, obviously investing your time and your resources to go to a show. You know, it's difficult, it's challenging, and we want to make sure that it's our duty, it's our responsibility to make sure that you're successful. So I come from a place of I think understanding, first of all, pretty clear what Amazon service providers, like I was, what do they look for out of, you know, the perspective of a trade show? What are they looking to accomplish? And the same for sellers, because I've been a seller, and we understand Amazon events. We've been to all the events. I spoke at a bunch of events over the years, organized some smaller events before, and over the last year, we've organized 3 events, each one bigger than the other. And we know the seller comes for value. They come for real value. They want to be able to, excuse me, they want to be able to take home, you know, real ideas and concepts and strategies on how to grow their businesses. And they want to network. They want to have fun. They want to meet the right people. They want to meet other sellers. Excuse me. They want to meet other sellers, and they want to meet exhibitors. They want to meet partners that they can, you know, work together with to grow their businesses. So we bring all that together, and we do whatever it takes to make sure that all those objectives are being met.
So, to my understanding, to summarize, us and exhibitors will be able to meet a lot of Amazon sellers, and Amazon sellers with like different level of their selling, they will be able to meet people who will help them grow and develop.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the biggest things for me as a networker and someone that likes to socialize and bring people together is that when people are together, you know, good stuff happens, because, you know, you're making introductions to other sellers, you're making introductions to speakers or to other service providers. that have different unique services and different platforms. There's so much going on that most sellers do not, even if they're advanced sellers, they do not know everything they could be utilizing to grow their businesses. And bringing it all together and making sure the format is correct, and making sure that the energy is correct. That's what sets us apart, I think, from other shows. Not to say that we're the best, but we try to be the best.
Well, to my understanding, you want to go, you want to be better than Prosper, right?
I think we are better than Prosper in terms of what the takeaway from the show is. And when I say we are, it means we're going to know on July 12th and 13th. That's when we're going to find out. But in our minds, we must be better, because we must be successful, because we must make sure that no exhibitor walks away and says, "Oh, I didn't get enough leads. I didn't get any conversion." So it's not about being better. I wish Prosper is amazing and incredible, but I think we have a very unique understanding to the seller and to the exhibitor, and we need to ensure that we make that happen smoothly.
Because you've been on both sides. I feel you.
Yep.
So here the question. First of all, I wanted to give you a hint. I was talking to a lot of people, and as you know, I don't know why, guys, but at some point I tried to promote you to other exhibitors. And I was talking about your event to a lot of exhibitors and to my colleagues and to the speakers, and a lot of people are talking about you already. So, and as I said in the very beginning, some people, they're very cautious. Some people are super passionate. And generally speaking, in our life, this is how it's happening. You have customers who are super cautious. They're watching you like for years before they actually join you. And the same thing is happening with the PoWWoW. But the only part I heard from everybody that PoWWoW is making the best arrangements, and everything you created in the past events, organizers worked perfectly. So everybody loved how everything worked out, like how you've been treating exhibitors and attendees. So people loved it. And what I heard from others, they're like, I will give them one more year a try, like from the big celebrities on Amazon. I'm not going to share the names, and they're going to send you to join you next year. So this big is a pretty valuable for PoWWoW, and like me and my community, we're here to support you guys because we believe in you. Like I really think I see what exhibitors are joining. I see how people trust you already. We trust you, and I believe the big companies and big celebrities will be there next year, and you definitely will be at least in the same level of recognition as Prosper, because genuinely speaking, this is the main goal. And again, Prosper is happening once a year. We need more events like Prosper.
Yeah. So I mean, so we're aiming for 2 big events a year. About the big celebrity, I mean, there's not really a lot of big celebrities in the Amazon space. It's really all the same. We plan on having, I think, 90% of the people that are noticeable and visible are going to be there. Even I don't know if I should say this. I can tell it to you because I'm being transparent. Both Amazon and Walmart are both going back and forth with us to negotiate, to attend our show and to present at our show.
Like actual Amazon.
Yeah, actual Amazon headquarters. Same for Walmart. And that means that they see what we're doing is correct, and they want to join. It's complicated because they have to get clearance, and it's very complicated, and it takes time. Every email is 2 weeks, So, but they both reached out to us. Walmart reached out to us. Blank. Amazon actually was introduced last show. They were supposed to come to our last show, and they were introduced by one of our partners. And the speaker, in terms of the speakers, pretty much everybody said they're in. It's only that some people have scheduling things. 2 people are having babies. One person is organizing an event 2 days before, so not everyone can join, but pretty much everyone else, was in. So we're making it happen. We are creating a lot of, like I said, excitement and passion, but ultimately you have to deliver. So I'm always like very cautiously passionate, right? Because I need to know that it's actually going to happen. So you can promise the world, but if you don't deliver, then you can close
the
up.
market will not trust you. You're right. So what the main topics people will be able to find for themselves? Let's say I'm advanced seller, and let's say I'm the new seller. I'm just starting my sales. What for both of them, what they will be able to find for themselves?
Yeah, so I mean, both for newer sellers and more advanced sellers, and I would say that mid to advanced sellers is where most of our network currently is. But you're gonna have speeches on every single topic, from listing optimizations to SEO to the latest hacks that you can with reviews and with all the different new launch programs and high level PPC, international expansion, and multi-channel fulfillment. And we're really going to have topics on every single topic. We're also going to have some big brand presentations. So we're going to have people like the Lion Group, which they're huge sellers on Amazon. We're going to have a couple of large brands like BCBG present and talk about brand growth. We're going to have some aggregators talk about exit, scaling. So really across the gamut. We're even going to have a little bit of business inspiration, how to survive a recession and how to go through the next year successfully. So there's going to be a lot of different topics addressed. We have 2 stages, maybe 3 stages. The main keynote sessions are in the main auditorium, and then we're going to have on the exhibit hall floor in the back. There's a stage, and there's going to be a lot of valuable sessions there throughout the day and a half. So there's going to be plenty of content for sellers, plenty of networking with sellers, and plenty of networking with the exhibitors as well. So
I was actually going to ask you how many networkings you guys are planning, and you decided to answer first. So yeah, how many networkings are going to be happen, and how they will look like? Is it the pool party? Is it the boat party? Or it's just top roof at the West Palm Beach somewhere on the 2nd floor?
So unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, we're observant religious Jews. So to us, it's very important to stay professional and not to, which has been, I've heard from others that's been challenging when you take, a group and put them into like crazy fun. Because I know how to have fun, but it's not, sometimes it's not the best idea to start mixing things up. But ultimately, from our religious perspective, we want to make sure that you have a good time, but it's not like a crazy pool party where everyone takes their clothes off. So we need to have a balance. So like I say, it's fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it.
Okay. So it's conservative.
It's more conservative. It's more professional. But within that, we like to have fun. So the show is going to start on 2:00 with sessions. From 4 to 6 o'clock, there's a happy hour on the show floor. So we're going to be walking around. Sellers are going to be walking the floor, having drinks, light food, and just enjoying a good time while talking to exhibitors. After that is outside barbecue, most likely for dinner. That's for the all session tickets, all access tickets. So we're going to have different levels of tickets. Right now, it's extremely cheap. It's $100. It's a double early bird. Like, we're not making money from tickets. It's hard enough. People have to go and travel and spend money. So we're trying to make it as low as possible. And then in the morning, there's going to be, again, on the exhibit hall floor, there's going to be a breakfast so that sellers can, eat and talk to exhibitors and each other. The same with lunch. It's actually not a sit down. It's all over the floor. You go, you grab a salad, you grab a sandwich, and you walk around and you talk to each other. You grab coffee all day. Everywhere you go, there's coffee. It's very important to me, so I say it's important to everyone. And then we have the after party, the PoWWoW after party on Wednesday, and that's music and whatever we can do, ice cream and barbecue and good food and good drinks and lots of fun. So there is a nice amount of fun, but the fun is also based on when you're easy and you're light and you're in a good mood, you can do business together. So it's really all based on, as a seller or as an exhibitor, how can we make this productive and enjoyable?
It's like, I'm trying to feel myself on the side of the person who is listening. And it's like, I think it's the best way when you're doing the podcast or any videos, you're trying to imagine how people are going to listen, how they're going to perceive this information. And I feel if I will be just listening, if I can miss it. Because to miss this event with like fun, conservative presence, a lot of exhibitors, opportunities, to be on the floor with the sellers, it's pretty rare right now. I can tell you last week I was traveling and I was in a couple of events. 2 out of 3 events where I was did not have sellers at all. It's been 0 sellers. And only one event when I was actually from the juice community, they had a lot of sellers. The floor it was actually a think tank event. The floor was packed. I loved it. So that was one of the best show. That's not the show, it's the cooperative where I was for like last year. That was awesome. That was perfect. So, and you guys do an amazing job just combining everybody together. And I really hope everybody will get a lot of value and you will be satisfied at the end of the day because you've been able to match people and deliver something and feel accomplished and competent from what are you doing.
Absolutely, and the event business is a very, very stressful business because you don't know until the end, how it's going to be. You're putting in all the money and all the hard work and everything, but ultimately we have a very good understanding. We have clarity. We know it's very simple. We need to make people comfortable, and they need to do business with each other. And we have a lot of steps. For example, not to drag this on, but we're going to have a $10,000 giveaway for sellers that go to each booth, right? And they fill out each, their card, the map. It's called a bingo, a show bingo or something. So we're gonna give $10,000 in Amazon gift cards for that. We're gonna have clear directions and signage, and we're gonna make it, incentivized for people to actually be productive. And it's similar to what I do on Bisfluence. So where if you take action, you get incentivized, you get more points, you become more valuable as a user. It's all about focusing on value, and then the rest happens. We're making a big push. We're gonna make an announcement soon. In the next couple of days, you should receive the exhibitors. We want them to invite their networks. Isabel, we want obviously what we're doing today is very valuable, but we want as diverse community as possible. So if we can get 2,000 people from around the world, that would be amazing, and that's what we're doing.
Well, if you want me, we can start focusing not just invite sellers, we can invite people who want to be sellers. That will be much easier, at least for me.
Potentially. I mean, we do have a network of good sellers, but now we need to widen it. We need to bring in even more people. So that's, for us, it must be a minimum of 1,000 people and much more potentially. So absolutely.
You can always have both, especially at the events like this. So I think my heartbeat is going up because I'm getting super excited about the event. And being not the 100% Jews, I'm just 51. I'm happy to be there, guys, and join you not just on my genetics way, but the professional too. So I believe we all will have a lot of fun and professional adventure and professional opportunities, because Ritz Momentum is also sponsoring. And hopefully everything we will do there will be valuable for your community, and it will be valuable for the PoWWoW. And for this year, we'll try our best to bring you more people, more attendees, because again, everything you are doing is correct.
We're trying, and we appreciate all the support, even though, you know, we're new. People have to trust us. So we appreciate that so much as well.
Of course. And of course, guys, you've been listening already 30 minutes. So under this video, you will find all links, how to join, how to buy the tickets, where to find, what hotel. I will share your links of the hotel where you're supposed to go. Like, we will share all information about this event, and you cannot miss it, because Ritz Momentum is not missing it. If we are there, you have to be there as well. So, Joe, thank you so much for joining today. Thank you for your time, and the best luck at this event. And again, we will try to support you as much as we can.
Thank you very much.
I was losing you for a couple of seconds. Yeah. So talk to you soon.